Okay, we are cooking. Well, I say we. My wife is cooking in the outdoor kitchen.
I almost chopped a finger off.
Put it in the skillet. And right now we're using
I
the
don't know about doing this out
skillet.
here. The flies. The flies have never been this bad.
Yeah,
I
the
don't know what
flies are pretty
deal is.
bad this year. I don't know why.
We do have cows behind us.
Yeah, yeah. Well, anyway, I wanted to talk about
Get-
the increase in crime. I have two other little clips that I'll include, but I want to tell you about this. Number one, I no longer carry in my vehicle what I used to carry, which was, let's just say, an extreme amount of firepower. So now I carry what I carry every day, and my wife carries what she carries every day. And that's it. And when we go in anywhere, they're on our person. Anyway, it wasn't too long ago that my wife had somebody try to steal her purse out of the Walmart buggy. Was it Walmart?
It was, and it was a long time ago because I don't carry my purse in. And the only reason I carried it in that day is I was shopping for Beverly, and I was in Beverly's car. And I carried my purse in, and I latched it in, with the children harness thing, belt. And I walked off from the buggy, but I was watching it, and somebody walked by and
Tried grabbing her purse, and
was latched in.
and that lady, when she turned around, she took off and left her kids.
Yeah, she took off running when the purse wouldn't come with her. She grabbed it and ran, but
Yeah, she grabbed the purse and ran, and when she realized the purse was locked into the buggy, she left and left her kids there. And anyway, that was one thing. And all the new, my God, the crime is, I'm talking about not so much murders here, but the petty crime, break-ins, car break-ins. It's, I just watched Brad, Full Spectrum Survival, and he was saying that it was a 700% increase, and I believe it. The amount of crime is just, oh my God, you can't turn your back. Well, you'll see the clip, but I'll tell you about it because it's a few days later after that clip, and I've been sitting here thinking about that and other things. We never used to lock our door when we leave, and now when we leave, we lock our door. Bev has a key, but the other day we saw a guy we don't know and didn't belong here walking down here, shirtless, and just somebody who had no reason to be down here. Not kin, not family to anybody here, not friends. It was a young guy, and it wasn't. Probably 2 years ago, we had a guy that came down here a few days in a row, and I finally got a hold of him, and I advised him that he would be a much healthier man if he didn't come back, and he agreed. And we suspect this is the same guy that murdered somebody just, how long has it been, a couple weeks now?
yeah, Pat seems to think it's not.
Yeah, Pat doesn't think it's the same guy, but I saw his mugshot, and it looks like the same guy to me, so I could be wrong. But anyway, we had a murder here that happened at a business down the road. And when I mean here, I mean just a few blocks away. We live in a tiny little town, 2,000 people. The biggest town is Shreveport in that direction by, 20 miles, or this way behind me, Marshall, Texas, another 20 miles. And Marshall, Texas is benign little town. Nothing bad ever happens
They've
there.
had a couple
Well, that's
murders.
right. They did have a murder there.
And Longview has had several.
Longview's
and
getting
now
bad, yeah. Anyway, the world, the world is turning into such a dangerous and a violent place. You can't turn your back on anything you own. I keep my wallet in my front pocket. I don't carry it in my back. And now I've just convinced my wife to carry her pistol on her person and not in her purse. And stop bringing her purse when we go places, because just put what she needs in her pockets.
Because I carry my debit card in my pocket and my license in my pocket. I don't even know why. I don't usually carry my purse with me most of the time.
Okay, that's enough. We're cooking burgers and peppers and onions out here, and it's hot. And I'm expecting my huge generator, my whole house generator. I was expecting it today, but I called the shipping company, and of course, due to high volume and the ability to not hire people,
And nobody wants to work.
nobody wants to work. It'll be Monday or Tuesday before I get it. So
That's another video.
and
Every store you go by has got now hiring.
yeah, now hiring,
Well,
and they're
wanted.
even increased the wages that they're starting off at. I mean, Lowe's over here is starting
15 bucks
people.
an hour.
Yeah, $15 an hour over here at Lowe's. And anyway, what was I? Oh, my generator. Well, I'll tell you about that later. I'm gonna be building a quiet house for my generator. I was gonna build a deck and build a quiet box underneath my deck, but I have to reassess my priorities, and my priorities are getting a quiet box immediately for the generator because I want to get that hooked up quickly. So I'm going to forego the deck for now, and when I get the generator all hooked up and put in, my next priority is digging a well. And where I'm going to put the well is if you go to the end of my house and turn right, it goes down the hill, and at the bottom of the hill there's a stream that runs just outside our fence, just inside my fence. That's where I'm going to dig the well, and it's going to be a big job because when I dug my last well, I was much, much younger, and it was all I could do to pull that 20-foot long pole up out of the ground filled with mud and dirt.
Much skinnier.
I was much skinnier too, much younger and much, much stronger. So now I'm going to have to rig up a pulley in a tree that I can use to help pull the thing up out of the ground. But I already got it planned. So I haven't done a video in a few days, so I just thought I'd catch you up on what's going on around here. I got a generator coming. My next big project is building a quiet generator box and wiring the generator into my house. I'm going to show you how to do that, how I do that. And I'm even looking at getting a 1,000-gallon propane tank because the generator is dual fuel, gas and propane.
Go.
And anyway, that's all that's going on. We'll see you soon as I got something interesting to show you. Hope everything's going good for y'all, and I miss you. Oh yeah, let me just say this one more thing. We haven't been sitting around doing nothing. What we have been doing, I really don't want to advertise, if you know what I mean. I think now is not a good idea to tell desperate, unprepared people that you are not. You know what I mean? So, we've been very busy, but not things that we could record. Okay, peppers and onions are right there. Won't be long, we'll be eating hamburger steak. And to me, I prefer hamburger steak over any other steak. Maybe it's because I'm old and I don't have the amount of teeth I used to have, but I like hamburger meat, and I love peppers and onions. Okay, that's it. This time I really mean it. See you soon. So this is paid for, right? I turned my back for 2 seconds, and I had 2 people eyeballing my paid for purchases. I think they were fixing to steal it. I know I sound like a cranky old man, but some things just, you gotta scratch your head. I was behind a couple of ladies, grown women, adults, 40s, with a child, and they knocked a box over. They both looked down and looked at it, and rather than pick it up, they just both walked away. I went over and picked it up. Boy, you sure see people at their worst at places like Walmart. I guess it's just never gonna happen between us, is it? You sure are a pretty thing. Yes, you are. You are almost 9 years old. Hard to believe a feral cat living that long. Okay, I'll leave you alone.
Bon appetit.